Just a reminder that we will not be publishing tomorrow on Thursday, but we will be back to our regular publishing schedule starting on March 1st. Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. Welcome to day 764. Donald Trump, who repealed an Obama-era rule that required high-hazard cargo trains to be equipped with an advanced braking technology, visited the site of a toxic train derailment in Ohio. Trump said, "Unfortunately, as you know, in too many cases, your goodness and perseverance were met with indifference and betrayal in some cases." In 2018, at the urging of railroad and industry lobbyists, the Trump administration repealed an Obama-era rule requiring electronically controlled pneumatic brakes on trains that are hauling a certain amount of flammable liquids, such as crude oil and ethanol. While the rule would not have directly applied to the train that derailed in East Palestine, rail experts said the accident would have been less severe had the train had the upgraded brakes. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, meanwhile, says he plans to visit the site of the train derailment on Thursday, 20 days after the 150-car train carrying oil and toxic chemicals derailed, caused a fire, and spilled toxic chemicals into the environment and community of 4,000 people. Meanwhile, the Biden administration issued a new immigration rule that would bar migrants from applying for asylum in the United States if they crossed the border illegally or failed to first apply for safe harbor in another country. The new rule would take effect on May 11th and would remain in place for 2 years. May 11th is also the end date of Title 42, a Trump-era pandemic emergency rule, which has been used more than 2 million times to expel asylum seekers on public health grounds. Moving on, Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner were subpoenaed by the special counsel overseeing the investigation into Trump's efforts to remain in power after losing the 2020 election, as well as the subsequent January 6th riot at the Capitol. Special counsel Jack Smith wants the couple to testify before a federal grand jury. Both Ivanka and Jared served as senior Trump White House advisors. Smith previously issued a subpoena to Mike Pence, who said he will oppose the demand for his testimony, as did Mark Meadows. Meanwhile, Kevin McCarthy provided Fox News host Tucker Carlson with exclusive access to the Capitol surveillance footage from the January 6th insurrection. Carlson said he received unfettered access to 41,000 hours of surveillance footage, and that his producers have been looking at the video, trying to figure out what it means and how it contradicts or not the story we've been told for 2 years about the riot. 5 people died as a result of the attack, and 140 members of law enforcement were injured by the mob of Trump supporters. Democrats, meanwhile, criticized the move, calling it an egregious security breach that endangers the hardworking women and men of the United States Capitol Police. And in the polls, NPR says 50% of Democrats and Democratic-leaning independents say their party has a better chance of winning the White House in 2024 with Biden as their nominee. In November, 54% reported that someone else would give the Democrats a better chance of winning. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.